NewConceptVideoSports.com presents Northwest Indiana High School basketball. Tonight, we're back at Bill Logan Gym in New Chicago, Indiana, for an interconference battle when the River Forest Ingots out of the Greater South Shore Conference play host to the Hebron Hawks from the Porter County Conference. New Concept Video Sports had the opportunity to feature each of these two teams this basketball season, the Hebron Hawks early on against the Wheeler Bearcats, and these River Forest Ingots as they took on Michigan City Marquette and Westville. Tonight, a sectional tune-up as John Steinhilber's Hawks come to town with a very impressive 16-6 record and a chance to head into postseason play with a victory over their talented opponents. Hebron, an experienced squad, starts 4 seniors and a junior, and they're led by upperclassmen Cody Cruz and Jeff Artuso. The Hawks aren't looking past these Ingots tonight, but they're very anxious to see if they can best last season's tournament play when they beat North Judson, then lost to Michigan City Marquette. The River Forest Ingots under third-year head coach Derek Millenkoff have flown under the radar the past few seasons, being overlooked by most as one of the better programs in Northwest Indiana. The Ingots also come into tonight's action with 16 wins under their belts, and they too are looking forward to sectional play after winning 2 postseason games last year before bowing out to Hammond Bishop Knoll. But what's intriguing about Derek Millenkoff's team is they're young, with underclassmen playing a lot of minutes, and not to mention their junior varsity team collecting 22 wins this season with only 1 loss. Next, high school basketball presented like no other in Northwest Indiana when the River Forest Ingots, in front of a packed house on senior night, host the impressive Hebron Hawks. NewConceptVideoSports.com continues to offer all of our sports videos for free download 2 weeks following their posting. Our sponsors make this possible. Located in Maryville, the law office of Roy Dominguez offers compassionate, caring representation in personal injury and criminal defense. If you or someone you love has been injured, you can be sure the law office of Roy Dominguez will help alleviate some of the difficulties you are facing. Attorney Roy Dominguez wishes all Northwest Indiana athletes the best of luck this season. Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops. J&J's Pizza Shack of Northwest Indiana has a variety of dinners and sandwiches on their menu to satisfy any appetite. But for the best pizza in the region, featuring the kitchen sink, it's J&J's Pizza Shack and their 7 Northwest Indiana locations. Check out their Hobart location and their new dine-in facility, and watch sports videos from New Concept Video Sport.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tim Mullally.
And I'm Dr. Lisa Mullally.
We're the founding members of Indiana Sports and Medical Science Institute out of Crown Point, Indiana.
We offer both family practice services and sports medicine services. If you're in need of a sports medicine physician or just a family doctor, give us a call today. We have same-day appointments. We hope to hear from you.
Oak Partners Wealth and Retirement Planning in Crown Point and Valparaiso. They provide comprehensive investment consulting services with the goal of increasing their clients' wealth and protecting their financial future. Tune into their radio program, Making Finance Personal, every Monday morning at 9 on WJOB. The Ingots won the tip in this final regular season game of the year for each of these two teams. And before you can blink an eye, Zach Thompson launched a tray from the right wing, and River Forest takes an early 3-point lead. On the Hawks' first offensive opportunity, it was Carson Ruski taking the pass in the paint. Then a shot in close that was no good. But Ruski was able to grab the rebound and he dropped it in off the glass for the visitors' first points of the evening. Following a near turnover for the Ingots, the ball found the hands of Zach Thompson again. And almost from the same spot, the senior guard locked in on another three-pointer and nailed it. And a 4-point River Forest lead. On the Hawks' next trip down, a quick Ingot foul, and Hebron will have the ball out from underneath their own goal. Then on the inbound, a shot up close that went off the glass, and a Brian Walker rebound. Again, for River Forest, it was Zach Thompson. This time a long deuce that went off the rim, and a Hebron rebound. Next for the visitors, a drive to the basket by Jeff Artuso, who then kicked it out to Tyler Patrick, and he let one fly from behind the arch that was no good, and another Ingot rebound. On River Forest's next set, a bum foul on Carson Ruski, and the Ingots will have the ball out from the side. Next, for the Hawks, a post-up that was partially blocked from behind. A fight for the loose ball that was picked up by Zach Thompson. Then at the other end, another Hawks foul, and River Forest will have to reload. For the Ingots, it was Zach Thompson with the ball out on top. Next, a nice Landgretter screen freeing up the 6'2 senior who's feeling it on this senior night. And he fired up another tray and nothing but the bottom of the net this time. And a timeout on the court. Your free download of tonight's game between the Hebron Hawks and the River Forest Ingots is made possible by Oak Partners Wealth and Retirement Management in Crown Point and by our good friend Maryville attorney Roy Dominguez. Once play resumed, Zach Thompson knocked the ball away from the Hawk guard. Then a battle. Finally, a possession arrow call, and the ball will stay at this end. Following missed opportunities at each end of the court, the Hawks were in possession following a River Forest turnover. Then it was a Tyler Patrick shot from behind the arch, and the Hebron senior splashed it in to stop the bleeding, at least for now. Next time down for River Forest, it was Zach Thompson drawing all kinds of traffic. So he passed off to Austin Landgretter, who quickly fired up a tray and knocked it down. And so far, the Ingots have the early touch, leading the Hawks by 9. Back at this end, a foul on Landgretter, and the Hawks will try again. Then a foul on the floor to stop the action, and the visitors will have the ball out from underneath their own basket. For the Ingots, a drive to the basket by Ryan LaFollette, and an offensive charge will give the ball back to Hebron. Following all of that, a possession arrow call in favor of River Forest. Next for the Ingots, it was Zach Thompson showing his skills in this first quarter. This time with a behind-the-back dribble, then a drive to the hoop, finishing it off with a lay-in over a host of defenders. Defensively for the Ingots, it was Ryan LaFollette deflecting the pass, then chasing it down before laying it up and in for the basket, and one. A nice play by the Ingots sophomore in a quarter that has been all River Forest. Then following a near steal a second ago, the Ingots had another chance and pulled it off when Xavier Santiago deflected the inbound to Ryan LaFollette, who took one dribble, then laid it in for the basket and one. And the Ingots look just like they did the last time we saw them here at River Forest, playing tough defense and scoring at will. Back at the defensive end, it was Alex Mosqueda with the steal, and the Ingots will have the final shot of the quarter. To end this River Forest first quarter scoring frenzy, it was sophomore guard Alex Mosqueda getting in on the action, locking in on a tray and nailing it. And after one period of play here in the Bill Logan Gym at River Forest High School, the Ingots have stunned the Hebron Hawks thus far, leading the visitors 25-5. Back in 40 seconds. J&J's Pizza Shack of Northwest Indiana has a variety of dinners and sandwiches on their menu to satisfy any appetite. But for the best pizza in the region, featuring the kitchen sink, it's J&J's Pizza Shack and their 7 Northwest Indiana locations. Check out their Hobart location and their new dine-in facility, and watch sports videos from New Concept Video Sport. Located in Maryville, the law office of Roy Dominguez offers compassionate, caring representation in personal injury and criminal defense. If you or someone you love has been injured, you can be sure the law office of Roy Dominguez will help alleviate some of the difficulties you are facing. Attorney Roy Dominguez wishes all Northwest Indiana athletes the best of luck this season. The Hawks will have the ball to start the second, trailing by 20, but very early in this contest. Then a quick Ingot foul, and the visitors will try again. On the inbound, another Hebron turnover, followed by a near Ingot miscue at the other end. But the ball was deflected out of bounds and will belong to River Forest. Next for the Ingots, it was sophomore Alex Mosqueda beating his defender before taking it into the paint, then dropping in a teardrop, extending the Ingot lead. Then a foul on Hawk Peyton Doling, and the Ingots will try again. On the inbound, a quick shot, a fight for the board, and a possession arrow call in favor of the Ingots. Off the inbound, it was the quickness of Jordan Higgins driving to the hoop, then laying it in off the glass for the basket, and one. Higgins missed the free throw, but giving the home team a second chance opportunity was Jalen Perkins with the rebound. Next, a Jordan Higgins shot from downtown that bounced off the rim. And there corralling the rebound again was Jalen Perkins. This time he took it upon himself to take it up, then dropped it in off the glass. On their next set, it was Chad Patrick with the ball. But it was knocked away and picked up by Jalen Perkins, who was fouled by Patrick. So Jalen will head to the charity stripe for a one and bonus. Perkins missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but again another second chance opportunity when Jordan Higgins grabbed the rebound to reset the offense. Next, it was an Ingot shot that was partially blocked and picked up out of the air by Logan Ryan. Then a pass down court, a scramble, and the ball went out of bounds and will belong to the Hawks. On the inbound, a shot from behind the arch that went off the rim. But on the rebound, an over-the-back call on Carson Ruski, sending the Ingots' Jeremiah Walker to the line for a 1-and-1. Finally, at the 5:40 mark of the second period, the Hawks scored their 6th and 7th points of the game on a Logan Ryan 15-footer to stop the Hebron bleeding. But back for River Forest on a possession where each player got a touch. It was Alex Mosqueda locking in on a tray from the left corner, and a 27-point lead for the home team. On the Hawks' next set, a foul away from the ball on Austin Landgretter will send Carson Ruski to the line for a 1-and-1. Then one of the few bright moments in this first half for the Hawks when Chad Patrick stole the pass, then took it the distance for the bucket, ending another Hebron scoring drought and a timeout on the floor. Your free download of tonight's game is made possible by Crown Point Doctors Tim and Lisa Mullally and the Health and Science Institute in Crown Point, and by J&J's Pizza Shack and their 7 Northwest Indiana locations to serve you. Stop by after the game. Following the timeout, Jordan Higgins had the ball at the left wing. Then a double team and a pass to Alex Mosqueda in the corner. And he was all alone and buried the tray. And the Ingots are making it look easy in this first half of play here tonight. But on the Hawks' next set, it was Jeff Artuso with a nice bounce pass to Chad Patrick. And he laid it in on the reverse for the basket and one. Next time down for River Forest, a one and done. But yet another offensive board, this time by Zach Thompson, who quickly got it to Austin Landgretter, and he laid it in. Back down for the Hawks, a nice pass in the post to Carson Ruski, and he laid it in over his defender. And finally, Hebron is starting to get into a little rhythm. On the Hawks' next set, a foul away from the ball on Alskin Landgretter will send Carson Roski to the line for a 1-and-1. For the Ingots, it was Zach Thompson on another behind-the-back move to the basket. But a traveling violation this time, and the Hawks will have another chance to creep into this game, which they do, by the way. For the Hawks, the next time down, it was Carson Roski with a strong move to the hoop, and a Zach Thompson foul will send the Hebron Jr. to the line for a couple. Then with under a minute to go, Zach Thompson jacked one up from the right corner, and nothing but net. And the Ingot trays keep falling in this final game of the regular season. But answering with a tray of his own was Chad Patrick, trying to keep the Hawks close. Following an Ingot turnover, it was another tray by Chad Patrick, this time from the left corner, and the visitors are starting to heat up in this one. That's the end of the first two periods of play, with the Hebron Hawks cutting into the River Forest lead and getting it down to 20. Stay tuned, folks. The Hebron Hawks come storming back in the second half to make it interesting. Back in 40 seconds. Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com. where the athlete shops.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tim Mullally.
And I'm Dr. Lisa Mullally.
We're the founding members of Indiana Sports and Medical Science Institute out of Crown Point, Indiana.
We offer both family practice services and sports medicine services. If you're in need of a sports medicine physician or just a family doctor, give us a call today. We have same-day appointments. We hope to hear from you.
The Hawks have possession to open third quarter action, trailing by 20. But this John Steinhilber team isn't conceding anything to the River Forest Ingots just yet. Hebron didn't win 16 games this season by accident, and there are 16 long minutes left in this contest. Open behind the arch was Cody Cruz, and he let one fly that bounced off the rim. And on the rebound, an Ingot foul on Zach Thompson, and the visitors will have another attempt. Then on the inbound, a loose ball and another Ingot foul, this time on Alex Mosqueda. And with only 16 seconds gone in the half, these early fouls can become a huge factor later in this ball game. On the inbound, it was Cody Cruz again. This time a drive to the hoop, but his shot rolled off the rim and grabbed by River Forest. Back at the Ingot end of the court, it was Alex Mosqueda from the corner. But a one and done, and the Hawks are on the attack. Then a quick score for Hebron. When on their next set, Jeff Artuso on the assist hit Chad Patrick with a nice bounce pass and the bucket, and now the lead is at 18. On the inbound, some full court pressure put on by the Hawks, but a quick Hebron foul, and the Ingots will have the ball out from the side. With the Ingots not in any hurry at this point, a pass down low to Jordan Higgins in the post, but he was fouled on the shot by Cody Cruz and will head to the line for a couple. Next time down for the Hawks, a near steal, but Jeff Artuso was able to keep control of the ball, find an opening, then charge the basket before laying it in off the glass, and the lead is back down to 18. Again, more backcourt pressure by the Hawks that the Ingots were able to handle. Then at this end of the court, a River Forest turnover, and the ball will go back over to the Hawks. On Hebron's next set, the Hawks decided to once again attack the basket when Jeff Artuso dribbled into the paint before dishing off to Carson Ruski, who dropped it in off the glass for the basket and won. Finally, the Ingots got off a shot up close that was off the mark. Then on the rebound, a Brian Walker foul, and the ball will go back over to the visitors, who now trail by only 15. At the other end, it was Jeff Artuso attacking the basket again, and now the Ingot lead is down to 13. The Ingots had the ball following the Hawks' basket, but a bump foul on Jeff Artuso, and the Ingots will try again, this time taking the ball out from the side. Following a missed opportunity at the Ingots end of the court, Hebron senior guard Jacob Everard took the pass, then nailed a tray from the left wing, and the lead is down to 10. But back down for the Ingots, Alex Mosqueda drove to the hoop. Then a nice bounce pass later, a River Forest Jalen Perkins bucket, a big one at this point of the game, grabbing the Hawks' momentum for a bit. Then on the inbound, a bounce pass to Carson Ruski. Then a reverse spin move in the bucket. Then on this next sequence, as the Ingots began moving the ball up court, a River Forest pass from the corner intended for Jalen Perkins ended up a three-man jump ball. Zach Thompson then scooped up the ball, dribbled to the arch, and nailed the tray. But before he got his shot off, an official's timeout on the court was called to check on the injured players, negating the basket. And that didn't sit well with head coach Derek Melenkoff, who discussed the point, but to no avail. Then before the inbound, the two injured Hawks had to come off the court until the next dead ball before returning to action. Once play resumed, everyone forgot about the previous play when Alex Mosqueda lined up a tray from behind the arch and nailed it. And now the Ingots lead is at a baker's dozen. Next, for the Hawks, another in-the-paint attempt, this time by Carson Ruski, who was fouled, and will head to the line for a pair. Again, with added defensive pressure, the Ingots were able to cross the 10-second line. Then an errant pass was picked off by Jacob Everart, and he took it all the way to the hoop but missed the shot. Next, a fight for the rebound that was finally grabbed by Chad Patrick, who knocked it in off the glass. A big sequence for the visitors. But the Ingots struck quickly when Jordan Higgins took the inbound and went coast to coast before dumping the ball off to Austin Landgretter, who laid it in, and a timeout on the court. Your free download of tonight's game is made possible by Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, where the athlete shops. Next time down, Hebron continued attacking the basket in this half when Cody Cruz found Jacob Everard down low, but his shot was off the mark. But grabbing the offensive board, then cleaning it up for the Hawks, was Chad Patrick, and the River Forest lead is down to a single digit for the first time in a while. Next time down for the Ingots, they showed that they too can attack the goal when Jordan Higgins drove to the paint, then dished off to Austin Landgretter, who laid it in for River Forest. Then before you can blink an eye, Jordan Higgins picked the pocket of the Hawks guard, then laid it in, extending the lead to 13. The Hebron Hawks cut 7 points off the River Forest lead since halftime, and now trail the Ingots by only 13 with 8 minutes to play in the game. Back in 20 seconds. Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops. With the Ingots in possession to open fourth quarter action, a couple missed attempts, a Hawks rebound, and a River Forest foul. Next, for the Hawks, a Jacob Everard drive to the basket, and he was able to lay it in over 2 defenders, and the lead is down to 11. For the Ingots on their next set, a one and done, and the Hawks are on the run. Every time the Hawks inch closer, the Ingots have an answer. And this time it was Zach Thompson with the tray from the right side. But getting a couple of those points back was Cody Cruz taking the ball into the paint. Then a spin move later, and the basket. Then on the Ingot inbound, a quick bump foul, and River Forest will try again. at the River Forest end of the court, and before the Ingots could get into their offense, a traveling violation, and the visitors will have another opportunity. After all of that, an Ingot foul, their 7th, and Cody Cruz will head to the line for a 1 bonus. Next for the Ingots, a cross-court pass from Jordan Higgins to Alex Mosqueda, who then drove to the basket and dropped it in nicely off the glass. Trailing by 12 with a little over 4 minutes left in the contest, the Hawks weren't throwing in the towel. When on their next set, Cody Cruz took the pass down low, then laid it in off the glass, cutting the lead to 10 again. With the Hawks continuing to pressure the ball in the backcourt, it was Peyton Doling who picked up the loose ball, then laid it in, and now the lead is down to 8. For the Ingots, a drive to the basket by Ryan LaFollette, who has been quiet as of late, and a possession arrow call will give the ball back to Hebron. Then a drive to the hoop by Cody Cruz again, and the lead, once at 27 points, is down to 6 with plenty of time left in this one. Again, when the Hawks needed a stop, the Ingots converted. This time, a nice Alex Mosqueda pass to Ryan LaFollette, and the lead is back to 8. Back down for the Hawks, Cody Cruz, who has stepped up in this half, locked in on a tray from behind the arch, then nailed it, and a timeout on the court. Your free download of tonight's game is made possible by Maryville attorney Roy Dominguez and by J&J's Pizza Shack and their 7 Northwest Indiana locations. Following the timeout, a drive to the basket by Jordan Higgins, and he'll head to the line for 2. Next time down for the Hawks, a 14-footer by Jeff Artuso. And all of a sudden, folks, we have a 1-possession game. On the Ingots' next opportunity after getting the ball up court, Coach Derek Milenkoff called for a timeout to draw up a play. A team needs a little luck and talent to win games, and this time luck was on the side of the Ingots when Ryan LaFollette drove to the basket, but his pass inside was knocked away. But fortunately for River Forest, LaFollette was able to pick up the loose ball, put up the shot that eventually fell through. On the Hawks' next set, a tough offensive foul on Carson Ruski setting up a screen, and the Ingots will have possession. The Ingots brought the ball down and turned it over, giving the Hawks another opportunity, with time becoming a factor in this one. At the other end, a Zach Thompson foul, and Hebron's Jeff Artuso will head to the line for a 1-and-1, and more importantly, the clock is stopped. Back down down for the Ingots, Ryan LaFollette missed a shot up close, but grabbing the rebound and putting it up for the basket and one was River Forest senior Brian Walker. Then on this next offensive set, there didn't seem to be any urgency in the part of the Hawks, but nevertheless they scored the basket when Cody Cruz took the pass, then dropped it in. On River Forest's next set, a drive to the basket by Zach Thompson, but he was tied up going to the hoop, and another possession arrow call. Fortunately for the home team, the ball will stay at this end. But on the inbound, a quick foul will send Jordan Higgins to the line for a 1-and-1. Back down for River Forest, a foul on Zach Thompson will send the senior to the line for a double bonus. Then a foul on Jeff Artuso on the drive to the hoop, and a 1-and bonus for the Hebron senior. On the rebound, a quick foul will send Xavier Santiago to the line for two. Then a missed tray attempt. Another Ingot rebound and a fall on Santiago again. And he'll have two more attempts. Well, it's not what we expected coming into this contest. But the River Forest Ingots scoring early and often in the first half, leading by as many as 27, a hole the visiting Hawks could not dig out of. But even in defeat, Coach John Steinhilber's team put up a valiant effort in the second half before bowing out to a River Forest team that weathered the storm. Next, it's time for the second season. Sectional action. Hoosier hysteria in this basketball-crazy state. Good luck to each team, the Hebron Hawks and the River Forest Ingots. For New Concept, Videosports.com, this is Bob Guerrero.